Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to a new Jump Force video, and today it is finally time to reestablish the guides for the DLC. First up, we got Meruem, because I believe a lot of people like him a little more than Hiei, but we'll see when I do the Hiei guide who's actually, in my opinion, better, but right now, definitely Meruem. Let's get started. For Meruem's first ability, King Strike, it connects off the second, third, and fourth light, all heavies, as well as the first down tilt and a charged up tilt. For his second ability, I Am Hungry, this connects only off the fourth light as well as the second and third heavy, the first part of the down tilt, and a charged up tilt. For his third ability, Meruem's N, another 2-bar ability, it connects off of the third, fourth, and fifth light, the second and third heavy, the first part of the down tilt, as well as a charged up tilt. Finally, for his ultimate Nen Bullet, it connects off of everything except for the first, second, and third up tilt. The charged up tilt is fine, as well as the charged down tilt. Just make sure during the charged down tilt you time it so you don't jump and have to heavy. If you do accidentally jump during the charged down tilt and you're trying to land the ultimate, it's okay, just heavy, it will land off of that as well. Getting into some basic things about his abilities. First off, King Strike, what this actually does is it slows down the recovery of the opponent's mobility. Now what this means is in the bottom left, as you can see, this is my stamina gauge. As you can see, it slowly goes up the more I use it. It recovers over time. For the opponent, it's just gonna go a little slower. We're going to skip to his third ability real fast, which is Meruem's N. This ability, the only thing you really need to know about it is it does connect in the air, and what you can do after is either wait for them to fall and connect some heavies after, or you can come down with a jump heavy, if you want to call it, from here, and then you can go off whatever you want to do after that. So up to you how you want to do it. I like to wait, but if you want to come down hard with a heavy, go for it. Going back to his second ability, I Am Hungry. First off, this is a command grab, so if they are guarding, they will get hit by it. If it does land, it does give you a small attack buff. You know this because in the top left, there's an arrow with a 1. That is the attack damage buff, plus the aura just around you is pretty obvious, telling you that you have this buff. If you did not know, this ability does give you a few other options besides just an attack damage buff. If you use and land the first ability while the buff is activated, it will completely lock the mobility gauge, meaning that if I put Goku in a combo here, he cannot escape unless he high speed counters, as well as he's not able to dash or double backstep or backstep and sidestep. This effect is pretty much the same thing as Kenshiro's triangle ability. Now, if you have this buff and use Meruem's N, what this does is it lowers the ability gauge charge of the opponent. So normally when you charge bars, it goes up at a certain speed. This will go a lot slower for them. That's pretty much it. Now, if you didn't know, using I Am Hungry again while the buff is activated will actually get you some of your awakening gauge. As you can see in the top left there, it went up just a bit, and you get to keep your attack buff. If you haven't noticed by now, every time I use an ability that's not I Am Hungry, my attack buff it gets taken away in place of the debuff of the opponent, whichever one I choose to use. Deciding which buff to give yourself or debuff to give the opponent is pretty just a scenario specific. Depending on what's going on in your game is what you want to do. My go-to is always the mobility lock, because it is so good to just have your opponent not being able to dash or escape out of your combos. The only thing I found for the ability, not ability lock, but the ability charge recovery rate is if you're playing someone that's just spamming a lot of supers, if you got Ichigos that are tensioring, so that's just using shield, it just recovers a little slowly. Very specific situation for the I am hungry is if like you're one ultimate away and you're super close to getting your ultimate and you can't afford to take more damage, otherwise you'll die before getting your ultimate. That's really the only thing I can see specifically to use this for. I've definitely done it in some games and it's pretty nice, so deciding which one's the best is really up to you. Alright, getting into his grab string, what you want to do is probably grab off the second light. It is the fastest, but you can grab off the third and fourth light. The second one just looks way more smooth, as well as if you delay it, you can definitely wait for them to sidestep and it will still be just as fast. The only downside to his grab is the recovery of it. It's so long, obviously not as long as CA's, but let's say they backstep your grab. Sometimes, most of the time, characters can guard right after they whiff their grab and you will be safe, but Meruem, definitely not the case. Super end lag off his grab. But the plus side about this is his offensive ability here. He can land end right after it, and if you want to go with an assist as well and go into another combo, it's very devastating. As well as if they try to escape this ability, you can super cancel and chase them and just provide more block pressure. For his stage transitions, the only one it actually lands on is the fourth light. You can do, of course, the first light. However, it is a reset. They could sidestep, they could vanish, they could do whatever. For some reason, again, the third light does not work. I don't understand why some of these characters are like that. However, if you were going to stage transition, the only way to do it is off the fourth light confirmed. Alright guys, getting into his Vanish combos. For his light string, he only has one. That's after the fourth light into the fifth light. It's pretty much the same threat as Goku, where if they don't escape, you can vanish trying to bait out their escape. If they don't though, you can hit end and land. If you don't know what I'm talking about with Goku here, a lot of people will do this thing where after the sixth light, they will go into meteor, whatever it's called, meteor combination. However, with Goku, you can do the same thing, vanish, try and bait out their escape, and then do it. Meruem's the exact same way. In all honesty, the only thing I could recommend is doing that one Vanish combo with his light string. However, if you want to do 3 lights, vanish, do a 4th light, and then a charge down tilt or half charge down tilt, I recommend this as well. I've gotten quite a few people with this trick before. I do it only to reset if they still have stamina. You can half charge it or fully charge it. It's just pretty good because most of the time they sidestep right here, and if you fully charge it or half charge it, it will connect with them and it resets. So let's say I just get this right here, I can go into heavies and then do whatever I want to do from there. So that's another option you do have. However, I really recommend only doing the 4 lights, vanish, 5th light into N, right? Because you can get a lot more damage off here. You can, I don't know, you can call an assist, do N again, you know, do whatever you want. Looking at his heavy strings, he only has 1. That's after the 2nd heavy, vanish, and do the 3rd heavy. The only thing that really you need to do this for is if they tend to escape on the 3rd heavy, and then you chase them after the vanish. Again, we do and can have a similar situation to the light string like we did before. What I mean by this is if you go for this cheeky little reset here, I would recommend doing a half charge down tilt, because if they guard after the 1st heavy, most people will, because most people know his built-in, he's got a built-in reset, which is just the 1st heavy. Most people will guard. If they sidestep, I would recommend, again, just going with the down tilt, and then if you do land the down tilt, just go into heavies. It's the same principle, it just depends on how your opponent reacts. Alright guys, getting into his Vanish string. Remember, Vanish strings are when we are in the middle of a combo, vanish, dash, and then it hits him and we can follow up with something. Unfortunately for Meruem, his lights do not have any, except the 2nd light. If you vanish back and hold your charge button, it will in fact hit him, but every other one does not work. You cannot dash and hit him. The only one I guess that you could say technically works is the 1st light. Even though it's a reset, they could guard after or sidestep and punish you. So I recommend never doing a vanish string off of the lights. If you want to go for something cheeky, I would recommend, hopefully he's guarding now, I don't think I did that right. Yep, I would recommend doing the 2nd light, trying to break their guard, because if you do this right when they get up and guard, it will break it. However, they do have time to vanish / sidestep. So it's up to you what you want to risk going for these, but I recommend not doing anything. Moving on to his heavy string for the Vanish String combos. These are actually very, very good. Meruem's heavies are pretty nice. So if we again do it on the second one, Vanish and Dash, as you can see, it kind of holds them in the air. We got some few options we can do. We can obviously just go straight into another heavy and go for that route. We can also use a light and then heavy, whatever you want to go. We can also just use a straight up ability. Let's use King Strike here. King Strike does connect. If we want to try and use N, I'll go ahead and see if we can do that right now. Yep, it's working. The only thing I'm questioning right now is if I Am Hungry will work. And look at that, it does work. So again, very, very nice. But let's focus on getting some resets real quick. All right, guys, I did a lot of stuff, and every time I did something new, I kept finding something new. So there's a lot of different things we can go for here. First off, if we're just gonna do one heavy Vanish Dash, of course, this is a reset. It's just looking like the same as the light string here. However, it does look pretty cool, and if you want to try and troll someone like this, I mean, it pretty much just looks anime. Meruem just vanishing all over the place, hitting them once and then disappearing, right? So that's something you can. What we really want to go for is the 2 heavies Vanish Dash. We're gonna move up a bit, then heavy. Now what we're hoping for is actually a restand from Goku. So Meruem's heavy usually keeps him on the ground like that. So what we're actually looking for here is for Meruem to heavy and then have him stand up just like that. Now remember when I said earlier that this kind of Vanish string right there, the first one heavy, Vanish, second heavy, would be kind of stupid because it's just a reset. Everyone would expect it. For this one, it would actually work out just because people wouldn't be expecting it. So Vanish and then boom. Now I will say what just happened right there is something we're going to be talking about a little later. But if we can actually get the restand here, we can vanish, and then he might not expect it, and we can just go into it again. And of course, you got to be careful of how you move, because you could move a little further away, not being able to land heavy. Now guys, if you're finding it way too hard to land the restand with just doing the heavy, it's pretty difficult sometimes, and it feels sometimes that it's like actually about luck. What you can do right here is vanish away, dash, move a bit, light, then heavy, and it should give you the restand. The only downfall to this is that the opponent will white out a bit faster. Now it's not the biggest deal in the world, but we're trying to go for a lot of resets here, and he should white out right there. Yep, as you can see. But we did get a sweet little kind of Vanish combo and a little bit of a mix going on right there. So if you do want to land the restand, 100%, this is what I do. Walk away a bit, light, then heavy, you get the restand. Now I will warn you, this only works if you start the combo with heavies if you want to do this confirmed restand. This is because that if I do one light and then I do my second heavies, which is most likely what you're going to do, he whites out right before we get the restand. Now as you may have noticed right before then, I actually got the restand off the light, which is something you can do. However, there's just a little bit of, you know, end lag to Meruem's dash here where you can't do much. So if I wanted to go that route where, let's say I do the restand with a light here, move, light, ooh, he didn't even restand that time. So again, it's kind of like a 50-50. However, I will show you, if you don't want to go for the restand, what you can do right there. We actually get a small glimpse of it right there. So that's what I'm going to be showing you. All right, guys, hang with me. I know it's a little confusing. That's only because I try and give you guys like every single scenario, but this is what I want you to do. I don't recommend going for the light restand like this. I recommend going for the heavy just because we get a little more out of it, and we can just go this route even if we don't get the restand. Boom, charge down tilt, jump. Wait a bit because you'll want to use heavies right here. We actually got a wall restand right there, so that worked for us. We can just kind of go with the same route until he whites out. Now guys, in no way is this string for damage. This is just to purely bait out your opponent or just to basically get them to escape or do something. You're not going for damage any way, shape, or form with this. There's plenty of different options to go mix-up wise. You gotta play with it yourself because I can't go over every single scenario, every single thing the opponent does. Otherwise, we'd be here forever, and we got to get some more stuff in the guide. So play around with this Vanish string right here. Lots of options, lots of options. You can go into a light, you can do whatever, find little resets. There's a lot of them, trust me. Now I should probably tell you guys, if your opponent is holding guard slash pressing buttons, this is what it's going to look like if you do not get the restand. They're going to get up right in front of you, in which you can do a half charge down tilt if they try and sidestep, or a full charge right there. And if you want to go for the 3 heavies, as you saw right there, 3 heavies Vanish String, you can just go with the fully charged light after and maybe catch them off guard. Or you can vanish, dash, and then walk a little bit and then grab, and of course you have the option of going into N or super canceling. Like I said before, there's a lot of stuff, guys, and I would love to help you all with it, but there's just too much to go over in one video. Alright guys, normally during this part of the guide we get into some Vanish mix-ups, but in all honesty, Meruem does not have many, only because his animations are slow and kind of chunky. So he doesn't have any animation crossing. He can't really do much with any types of mix-ups. As you can see right there, you clearly saw the up tilt coming out. The only thing I can recommend is if you're just doing any type of light or heavy and you vanish dash. That's just the best type of mix-up you got. Run up a bit, then grab. That's really all I can say. Of course, again, you can just fully charge light right here. Maybe go for instant transmission into N, because that works. But I'd recommend going for the grab or a charged light. That's really all I can say. Now, the one that always works for almost every character is one light, vanish, and then like a grab or something else. You can do many other things. Call out an assist, go for an ability, doesn't matter. Depending on your opponent, if they're trigger happy, if they are just going to stay guarded, that's just the best option. The grab is actually very fast after the first light vanish, so it is pretty good. However, as you saw right there, if I vanish too far away, it will whiff, so it's very scary. You can vanish right in front of them as well, but you do want to avoid them trying to grab tech you. So if you're further away, sometimes they can't get you. Jeez, I'm really trying. There you go. But guys, honestly, I haven't found much with the Vanish mix-ups, so I just recommend going with some normal grab mix-ups. Or if you just want to go for delays, so if they are afraid of the grab, you can obviously use N, it will catch them on the back step. I Am Hungry is a great move to use right away, because if they backstep, it will catch them. If they sidestep, it will most likely track. The only downfall to it is if they grab, you will get grabbed out of it. Same with N. If you want to use King Strike, it's another good tool for when they backstep, it will land. I believe they can sidestep it. I've sidestepped a lot. But yeah, those are your mix-ups, guys. Not that many, but still very powerful just because of this one grab and being able to land an ability right after it. Okay guys, I did a little further digging in. Actually, if you do the 5 lights on Meruem, it's got such big block, I don't even know what to call it, block lag. Goku is blocking for a very long time, and he cannot grab you out of any one of your abilities that you do. Now, I will say this. He cannot actually sidestep out of King Strike. You can't do anything out of King Strike, so it's pointless to do that. He won't even be able to backstep or do anything. He'll just stay guarding. But if you do 5 lights and then I Am Hungry, the sidestep timing is very precise, and a lot of people will definitely miss it, as well as you cannot get grabbed out of it. And same with N, and because N is actually safe unless they grab here. If you did not know, when you use N here, they cannot hit you with lights if you just hold guard, but if they decide to grab, you will get grabbed. So it's kind of like a 50-50 mix between both of you. So if you're going with basic mix-ups, I'd recommend doing 5 lights and then doing and doing I Am Hungry. And if you're scared that they're gonna get the precise sidestep, I'd recommend calling in your assist just to be safe. If you want to, boom. If they sidestep, Goku will hit them. Actually, holy crap! Wait, hold a second. Hold on a second. If they sidestep, they get hit by Goku. If they don't, they get hit by the command grab. Oh my god! Wait a second. Okay, so I just tested it with myself with 2 controllers. The only way to actually get out of this is if, one, they escape while blocking beforehand. So if I'm hitting them and they escape right here, they can avoid the mix. However, they can also, the second option is during this, if they sidestep I Am Hungry perfectly, they would have to vanish the Goku beam and hopefully not get hit by that. Now, what I have realized is if you don't time Goku right, he'll come out in a very weird, this is only with Goku, I'm not gonna try it with a bunch of other assists, you guys can try it yourselves. He'll come out in a weird form. That was fine before, like you saw before. But he will miss. Now, it's not the worst thing in the world because the command grab already landed, but for the most part, guys, this is a great mix-up. If you have 2 bars, I think it's a free hit, or maybe making them vanish. You're at least putting a lot of pressure on them. Alright guys, getting into some solo combos here. Now I recommend, just because if you don't have an assist, to do the 5 lights into N, because this is the only way you're going to be able to chain your abilities and provide debuffs or just to get your own buff. It does a good amount of decent damage. Now, you might be saying, well, why can't I just do 4 lights into 3 heavies into, you know, this, right? And if you look at it, it roughly does almost the same amount of damage. It does a little less, but it only cost me 1 bar. Now, the reason is because, one, they can high-speed counter the 3 heavies, they can high-speed counter the 4 lights, and they can escape at some point. Now this combo with the 5 lights, they could high-speed counter these 5 lights, yes, but they can escape as soon as that 5th light hits, and if you want to add the 3 heavies here to get more damage, you definitely can. And we got a little wall reset right there, so we're not going to be able to see the actual damage here, so let's go one more time. This route does cost a little more bar, but it's just, in my opinion, better in every single way. If you want to get your own buff with the attack damage, you definitely can. And of course right here, always with the charge light right after either King Strike or I Am Hungry, because right when they get up, it will hit. I mistimed it right there. You can also do instant transmission right after, and if you get another bar, then you can do that. There's just a lot of solo stuff you can do, and I recommend going the 5 light route. Now with assist, guys, I do recommend, if you've seen, of course, the best combo video, any beam assist, whether it's Goku and Kaiba, and of course you're just gonna go the standard route of 3 heavies, calling in the assist using I Am Hungry. Now right here, I just like to use King Strike. That's just 3 bars right here, locking his mobility, going for the instant transmission on Wake Up, and using N. And of course coming down, he can't escape, he can only high speed counter all this. And we can just use King Strike one more time, then ult. This isn't 100%, I believe this is only gonna give me 99. And that's all in the span of just landing 3 heavies. Of course, you need 5 bars for this combo, but it's just a good assist combo. I recommend this. The general assist route is to just use an ability, then use an assist, right? It's very simple, very easy to do. 96% right there. We can even just use N right here if we want, and then use Goku, and then King Strike, right? We can get that mobility lowered again, go for a fully charged light, and we get him in the air. We don't get the instant transmission, but we get some bar back doing that. Very simple combo stuff, guys. Very easy to land, not very complicated. Now, guys, I'm not going to go through every single combo and show you what every single thing does with damage-wise. I'm just going to show you a 90% combo, like an 80% combo, and then a 100% combo. I always do in my games because they work well and they're very efficient. So here they are. どこへ行くならば楽にかAlright guys, now is the time we go into rank just to show off some of the stuff in the guide that actually does work, and I'll put up a clip of a couple we've already done right now, but I've been trying to get this 5 light thing off because it's the only one I know that I haven't tested online yet, and I want to know if it works. All the other stuff with the Vanish strings and the, you know, down tilt stuff, that all works. So I just need this man to guard for me, because for some reason C players just don't guard, and I don't know why. I'm on no preference, by the way, so... Okay, immediate. Alright, well, apparently... I want him to guard. I don't care if we win or lose. It's a B1, so hopefully that'll be good. Are you gonna guard for me? No, you're not gonna guard for me. Come on, guard for me, dude. It's not that hard. Just guard. Like, no one wants to press anything in this game. That was kind of cool. The scale, like, look at this man, just guard, dude. That's not that hard. Thank you. Okay, hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, precise sidestep. We didn't have Goku though. That's the only problem. Oh wow, I couldn't even manage that. Yeah, I thought the armor was coming. Dude, I just need you to guard, man. Like, and I can't use Goku to get him to guard, so, like... Oh, I couldn't even manage that. Okay, are you gonna guard? Dude, dragon players just don't guard. Stop. He's pressing buttons still. What did I jump for? Come on. Okay, here we go. Okay, that was nice. That actually worked. Alright, dude. We got that one thing to work. Oh, I messed up. I did it way too late. That's okay. Oh my god. Oh, I tried the high speed counter. Alright, we're done. We know the 5 thing works. It's pretty nice. He didn't get the sidestep right. I wanted to see if Goku was gonna land, but that's okay. Let's go for just some big combos, I guess. Messed up. Let's try, I guess. You might do the armor move, so... But let's do it here. Yep, and he gets hit by it. He can't do anything. Oh my gosh, that's not fun. Okay, that's pretty good. And as you guys can see with the 3 heavies and Vanish String we did earlier, if you do the charge down tilt, if they're not pressing buttons, it hits them right there. And I'm sure if they're guarding, it might even guard break, I'm not sure. But the thing we haven't tested, or that you guys haven't seen right now, is just the 2 heavies into that kind of remix, or not remix. That is a safe ability, even if the... Oh god, I did not mean to switch. I was gonna do it, but I didn't have 2 bars. Oh no! Oh, I wanted to see if I could hit Goku. Or Piccolo. Ah, bummer, man. Okay, good job. Alright, we're going round 2. I do want to do the 2 heavies into dash, but this man loves to escape, dude. I don't know what it is about B players and all, like, no one does, like, normal stuff. I'm surprised he didn't call out his, Piccolo there. Is he gonna escape? Yep. That's... Alright. On the bright side is this man escapes. I don't know if we can get rid of, messed up. Okay, that's a weird up tilt. Trying to high speed counter dragons, pretty difficult. Okay. I mean, we might as well go for some... Oh wait, no, we're going for the heavies, right? Oh, nice Vanish. I'm gonna ult here. I'm not sure if it actually connects here, which I think I should have put in the guide, but it does. Okay, I knew it connected the whole time. I don't think this is gonna kill, but it's okay. I'm this whole time. I don't care about winning or losing. I'm honestly just trying to frickin' get these 2 heavies, and that killed. Wow, a lot more damage than I expected. All right. Let's see what he does. I'm just gonna use N. Oh, I was trying to teleport away from that Piccolo. Oh, okay, so he's just gonna do that, so no point in chasing. Yeah, that sucks for him. Oh, we can get 2 heavies here. Oh, we can't. What is he doing? Okay, hold up, right here. Boom. If the connection's not good, it's not gonna land. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Let's keep it up. Boom. Oh, no, it dropped. Oh. So it does drop if the connection's not perfect. Also, it's just one of those things. It's okay. Does he escape here? Oh, wow, what? Really? What do we want to do? What are you doing? Why did I get hit by that? Going for the reset with the grab. I think he can ult right here if he wants. Oh, he's awakening for some reason. What the frick? No! He ulted! He's trigger happy! No! Alright, I mean, we could have just pressed light twice or whatever. Yo, wait, let's switch to Boo and get him on this. Big. Alright, let's see if he calls out his Piccolo. Oh, he did! Wow, he called him out. I should have baited it. Alright, I'm just gonna take it. Alright, let's go back to Meruem since this is a Meruem guy. Alright. Look at this man, dude. He's so escape happy. Alright, let's just do the 5 lights and up tilt. It's catching him, yeah. Oh, I didn't hear Piccolo. I don't have my headphones on, guys. Yeah, that should be GG. There we go. Super Saiyan Goku. This is why I think it's just such a good assist.